We're going to, yes. So, I think we're kind of at a place in session where we've made some really great progress, passing the propane bill, getting that done, getting a significant tax bill done already. Next week, we're looking forward to moving our second omnibus tax bill and our omnibus budget bill off the floor. And there'll be a lot of time spent in ways and means moving this forward, and we think that what we're moving forward with is exactly the right thing for Minnesotans. Some additional property tax relief, in particular, in our tax bill, relief for veterans, are going to be, I think, things Minnesotans are looking for, and that's kind of been on top of the $450 million or so taxes that we've already done. The $150 we put into reserves. We're going to have some money going into the bonding bill in cash, so making investments across the state, and then investments in education, in people with disabilities, in transportation, filling potholes. So I think it's all very basic bread and butter stuff that the people of Minnesota are looking for us to do that'll set us up, again, build on what we did last year and set us up well for the future.
When do you expect those bills, the budget bills and the tax bill, to get to the floor?
Toward the end of next week, so Thursday or Friday, I would imagine, if things go smoothly.
Do you have a target date for
bonding next week?
Not bonding on the floor next week, certainly, yeah.
How soon do you anticipate that bonding would be on the floor?
I don't know.
Do you have a target date for?
It's still being formed, so, but there is a possibility of that. I just don't know.
Do you have a target date for overall adjournment?
No.
Senator Bach said the Conference Committee on Minimum Wage is not getting the work done it needs to, and he intends to negotiate directly with you and hopefully reach a deal next week. Is that the plan, and what are the key things you would need in such a deal?
So that we have talked about doing that, yes. I called him up earlier today to suggest that we do that. And I think, the contours of the plan are still, I think, where the conference committee is at 950, and then looking at how we deal with the issue of an inflator or indexing. And I think there can be numerous ideas about how we accomplish that. I'm not sure constitutional amendment is the way to go, though.
Are you open to going higher on the wage than 950?
I think we've come to an agreement on the 950, and so yeah.
Indexing is a must-do in some way, shape, or form, as far as you're concerned, Mr. Speaker?
I just don't know why we would pass the minimum wage and then let it deteriorate immediately.
What did you folks and the governor talk about? And why wasn't, apparently, Senator Bach wasn't there, why not?
I think I don't know why that was. I think the governor probably met with both of us separately, yes.
What did you talk about?
We just, talked about where the session was going. We talked a little bit about the budget.
You making decisions?
No.
Did you give him an idea of when you thought things would wrap up?
No.
Did he encourage you to leave early?
He did not, so no.
We know for sure we'll be done on May 19th.
Right.
Can you update us on the Super Bowl bid goes in next week, and there's been an effort to get some consensus with the four leaders and the governor about tax breaks, what those might include, how much, and so on. Can you bring us up to date on where that stands? Is there such a consensus at this point?
I don't. I don't know that there is yet. So, but
Are they intending to send a letter to stating your intention with that bid, or
I'm not sure what the plan is really going to be. So
there's nothing yet.
No.
Do you want there to be an agreement before that deadline?
Before which agreement?
Before the Super Bowl deadline.
Well, I would love the Super Bowl to be able to come to Minnesota, but it's a complicated issue to work through.
And do you anticipate a Rules Committee meeting anytime soon dealing with the new office building issue?
We are. I spoke with Commissioner Kronk earlier this week to try and get the last of the information that we're looking for, so that the Rules Committee can make an informed decision. And when we get that information, and I hope to get it soon, we'll take a look at that, get that to the Rules Committee members as we promised, and then we'll make a decision about when we're going to meet. So we could meet in potentially before the break, but I don't know that we'll get to it. It depends on when we get the last of the information.
Are there any other significant policy bills coming up on the floor next week?
I don't know about. I don't know if there'll be anything else coming up on the floor next week. I mean, we are moving pretty aggressively on the Women's Economic Security Act, and I think that we will make progress on that in the near term as well. I just don't know about whether it be next week or the following week.
I think we'll take up 10 bills on the floor on Monday. There are 2 of note that are dealing with the naming of highways, one in Representative Barrett's district, one in Representative Lilly's district, one named for a deceased police officer, one named for a deceased military person killed in the line of duty in Afghanistan. So we'll take those up on Monday. I think those families will be present in the House.
I'll try my theory out here. It didn't work too well with the governor, but what about you guys going along with the Senate office building if they go along with indexing? Is that in the discussion at all?
Separate discussions.
No inkling of any sort of linkage there?
No. All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.